Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the broadcast. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you for joining. My name is Trina Edwards, and I am a future startup business coach. Entrepreneurs hire me to help them find funding to launch their food truck business while working a 9 to 5. Had the wonderful pleasure. I've had the wonderful pleasure of owning my own restaurant. I've done catering. I've gone to culinary school, obtained an associate's degree. I've worked in a nursing home for 7 years as a sous chef. I worked at Davenport College as a sous chef, and now I am in a partnership in the food truck industry, and I have been doing that for 7 years. Okay, 7 years. And today I want to come on here and talk to you and try to help you to get funding to either launch your food truck business, help take your food truck business to another level. Maybe you're having some troubles generating income right now. Then, if you want to know more about how to launch a food truck, how to get help, food truck mentorship, then this is the place to be. Make sure you follow, comment, and subscribe today. Okay, I'm going to be coming on here sharing with you a lot of information about how you can find funding for your business. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about 5 things you need to do. Okay, 5 things you need to do in order to improve your credit so that you can get funding, so that you can apply for funding. Okay, I know that is taboo. I know that a lot of people try to avoid talking about their credit or even looking at their credit, but today we come prepared. Okay, we come prepared to face it, and that's one of the first things you have to do. Tip number one, you have to face your fears. Face your fears about your credit, regardless of if it's bad or if it's good. Face your fears, okay? If you're going to improve your credit, then you need to face your fears about your credit, okay? No shame, no more guilt. We're just facing it. It is what it is. We cannot change anything if we do not address it, okay? If we do not face it. So we're going to kick fear out the door and we're going to take a look at it, okay? First thing, take a look at your credit. Okay, the first thing, I think that's the second thing. The first thing is you're going to face your fears, okay? Good or bad or indifferent. Face your fears. And then number two, you're going to go look at your credit. Going to go take a look at your credit. Know your credit scores. Okay. You have to know your credit scores, a decent range where you are, so that you may be able to gain access to additional funding. Okay. So after you take a look at your credit, the next thing you want to make sure is that this is very important because this has a way of bringing your scores down. The third thing you want to do is make sure you are making payments on time. I know things get hard, things get rough, but I guarantee you, if you do not make your payments on time, that's gonna bring your credit down. Okay. So the third thing you want to make sure that you do is from here on out, don't you ever make a late payment. Okay. Because that will mess your credit up. Okay. Then you'll have to wait 6 to 8 months and you don't want to have to do that. Okay. All right. So that's the third thing you want to do. The fourth thing you want to do is to you want to lower your credit utilization. Okay. What does that mean? That means, say, for instance, you may have a credit card that offers you $800. Okay. You want to make sure you haven't spent any more than like $200 at the most if you can. You want to get it down to at least 30%. 30% is good, but how about you bring it down to 10%? Okay. What if you make a conscious decision that maybe you won't spend any more than $100? Okay. Or the other aspect is if you do make a huge purchase off of your credit card, then pay it off. Pay it off immediately. That has a way of boosting your credit score, not necessarily credit score only, but if you continue to do that, they may raise your credit limit. And who wouldn't love to get their credit limit raised? Okay. You are spending intelligently. Okay. All right. You're becoming wiser in your financial affairs. Okay. So that's another thing you need to do. That is tip number 4. And tip number 5, I want you to give yourself some time. Give yourself some time. You may have made some mistakes in the past, but just take your time to get your credit right. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? You didn't know back then, but you know now, and now you are moving forward with wisdom and intelligence because you understand that credit is very important. Okay, you may need it one day. Okay, credit is very important, and bad credit costs us. It costs us with higher interest rates. Okay, we're not able to get those things that we really would desire and love to have because oftentimes the first place a person is going to look is at our credit score. And one of the things I want you to start looking at as far as your credit is that think about this. When somebody goes to pull your credit, after they look at your credit, will they think that you are a person who keeps their word or a person who doesn't keep their word? That's how I had to look at it. That's how I had to start thinking about credit. Okay, I didn't have such great credit. It wasn't really bad, but it wasn't the greatest. But one of the things that I came to the realization when I heard someone mention this is that bad credit is initially someone not being able to keep their word. Now, I understand that life happens and all these other things, but a lot of times if you just send that person $25 a month, if you stop avoiding talking with them, stop hiding, let them know your situation. A lot of people are willing to work with you and talk with you, okay? So, those are the 5 things I want you to do immediately that will help improve your credit score. And I'm going to go over them really fast. The first thing is you want to face your fears. Face your fear about credit, okay? Face your fear about your credit score. All right. Number 2, you're going to go get a copy of your credit score. You're going to look at your credit score. You're going to face it. You're going to overcome your fears. You're going to face it and you're going to look at it. You're going to get it from all 3 credit bureaus. And you need to get a FICO 8 score. Okay. You want to get them all 3 from Equifax, TransUnion, and Equifax. Experian. I said that wrong. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Okay. So you definitely want to do that. The next thing, number 3, is you want to make sure you make payments on time. It's no other way. Make your payments on time. Okay. Number 4, you want to reduce your credit utilization. Okay. Reduce it some. Pay things off. Reduce it. Okay. And number 5, you want to give yourself some time. Give yourself some time. Take it easy, but work on your credit. Okay. And when you are able to do this, this will help improve your credit over time. And then you will be able to gain access to the funding that you need to either launch that food truck business or take your food business to another level. It's just that simple. All right. So if you are in the food truck industry, you want to learn more about how to launch a food truck business. If you're looking for food truck funding, then you want to make sure you subscribe to this page. Okay. Subscribe, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and continue to follow us. All right. Thank you. And I look forward to talking with you soon.